This illustration deals with raceways on external surfaces of buildings or other structures in accordance with NEC 225.22. Purpose of change, this new section has been added to clarify that raceways on external parts of buildings and other structures shall be arranged to drain and shall be listed or approved for use in wet locations. Now, the main thirst of this rule is that we do not install raceways that will drain rainwater condensation back into the electrical equipment. Now, as you see on the building, you see that we have a auxiliary gutter, wireway, we have the weatherhead, there we have the meters, we have the overcurrent protection underneath those meters. But notice we're running on the outside of the building. And so we must take, for example, look at units 1 and 2, to units 1 and 2 at the bottom of the switches underneath the meters. These runs of raceways here should be arranged in such a manner that we do not allow condensation, water from rain and stuff like that to drain into the panel boards that you see mounted in the units 1, 2, or units really 1 through 4 there that we would have. Now, to review this then, notice the illustration to the right that shows these raceways. We could go to 300.17, the informational note, and all of your different raceways, conduits, and so forth are listed in 300.17 informational note. But if we're reviewing, say, a cable tray system, it's not listed there. We have to go to 392.2 to pick up a cable tray, and it's just no more than a wall, really. It's just a supporting means for cables and conductors and so forth. But notice these raceways that are mounted on this building outside, 300.11b is your supports, and then notice these raceways are installed so that they will drain in accordance with 225.22. Now notice on the outside of the building you have this information pointing to these raceways, and it talks about non-metallic raceways from unit panel boards on outside of buildings designed and installed to drain per 225.22. So that falls, these type of raceways, should I say, falls within 300.17 informational note. Now, at the left-hand side of the building, notice the raceways on the outside of building in this call-out are installed to drain per 225.22. The underground raceways, same thing, and those are the ones that can give you a lot of trouble too on drainage if you don't install them right, and that is a requirement there in 225.22. Then the note says, look out, raceways listed for wet locations per 225.22. So we know that 300.9b deals with raceways that are on the outside of the building. Gives you some information there about installing on the outside of the building. So we would look at that, and then we'd go to 300.5 and look at utilities and say hand hose and things like that we might pick up if my memory serves me right for that section. So I think this pretty well covers this 225.22 and what is required when we install raceways and equipment and so forth to prevent the drainage of rainwater and condensation to the equipment, electrical equipment itself, so deterioration could set in, corrosion, and that kind of thing.